Once buyer personas have been developed, two questions here. How does marketing and sales leverage them, get the value that you've delivered and the insight that you've created? And on the flip side, what are the mistakes or pitfalls to avoid when using buyer personas?
How to use them? One of the things I would highly recommend is to socialize the results first. You would want to have folks, when you're first figuring out what is the buying decision you're trying to influence in your target buyer, you want to have folks in your organization that have any stake in the results part of that design meeting, because that's just going to create buy-in for the results right from the start. And then you want to socialize them. And my favorite meetings, quite honestly, are readouts of buyer personas when we have sales, marketing, product all in the room or virtual room together, because it's just a great way for people to really triangulate around what is the actual market telling us? What do buyers actually want in the market? The other beauty is it really starts triggering all kinds of ideas. Hey, we need more of this. Somebody started doing that. Let's do a little more of that. Maybe we don't need to do this. And all this great dialogue starts that just kind of kicks off a tidal wave of action after. Another thing I'd recommend doing is a simple mapping exercise. If you think about a Venn diagram, two circles, intersecting circles, the one circle is everything that buyers want and need. And that's the buyer persona, essentially. So if you do the buyer persona as the way I described, you're going to know everything you want and need. There's no fiction to it. You're going to know it. The other circle is your capabilities. What are you as an organization objectively? What are you able to do? What are you able to do well? In particular, where's the areas that you know are now important and you can really differentiate yourself? The intersection of those two things is your sweet spot, right? Because now you've got two things going for you. A, you know that buyers really want and need it. And B, you know you've got a great story to tell. You've got capabilities to back it up. You've got success stories to back it up. So that's a great place to start. And you can really hone in on your top 4 or 5 value proposition themes just doing that exercise. And the beauty of that is these are things you can hand to your sales teams in different forms, but basically say, hey, look, here's 4 or 5 things. We did the work. We know that buyers want and need this. Here's our great story to tell. You can have some confidence when you're really starting to have these conversations. The other natural place to look at is messaging exercises. And I know folks use different types of messaging approaches in their organization, but literally this is a must have because it is the cheat sheet for all of your messaging.